bring forth the living creature after his kind, cattle, creeping thing, beast of the earth after his kind, and it was so. And God made the beast of the earth after his kind, cattle after their kind, everything that creeps upon the earth after his kind. And God saw that it was, what? Good. So now we have another instance of good. Now, this is important because now we're into the sixth day. Day 6, living creatures, cattle, creeping things, beasts of the earth, he creates them all. And he saw that it was good right up to this point. So we've got another instance of good. Now he's not finished because we're in day 6. In day 6, he's going to make man in our image. He does. And let them have dominion over all these things that he just created. Fish of the sea, fowl of the air, over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps upon the earth. Okay, so over all the earth. In other words, he is giving man dominion over all the earth at this point. Okay, so God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. He blessed them, said to them, be fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth. Now then, that word, replenish, in the Hebrew means to fill. It doesn't mean to refill, it means to fill. That's the Hebrew. The Hebrew word for what we translated as replenish is fill. Now that's important because when you read this in English, you're going, wait a minute, replenish means something was missing, or maybe it died out, and now it's going to be brought back together again. No, that's not what the Hebrew says. And you're not going to know that unless you're delving into Hebrew.
May I interject here, Dave?
Let me
that
be
you
on
have
a
a
roll
good
here
point.
for just
Okay.
a second. Have dominion over fish, fowl, every living thing that moves upon the earth. Now then, God is going to make a statement at this point. Behold, I have given you, he's talking to who? Male and female. He is talking to them now. I've given you every herb bearing seed, every tree in which fruit of the tree yielding seed. For you it will be meat. That means you can eat it, and it'll be good. And every beast of the earth, and every fowl of the air, and everything that creeps upon the earth. I have given every green herb for those individual creation, and it was so. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, very good. The very first instance of the word very, which is superlative to merely good, is very good. So and this is another way of cinching up the bag, or bringing an end, in one sense, to the creative effort. It's all of this is very good. Now, Mary, what did you have to say?
Well, a couple things came to mind when you put the word replenish. We usually think, okay, something was already there and now it's replenishing. And I think that's why a lot of people and some theologians will say, well, that means that maybe there was a first earth and a second earth. Have you ever heard that one, Dorothy? They'll try to say that there was another creation before. I've heard these different theologians. But the bottom line is, if the Hebrew means first time creation, that kind of cinches, Dave used that word, that really, this is it. You can't go redoing the Bible. That's number one. And the other thing that sticks out to me, honey, is this. When you said the herbs and the fruit trees and the vegetables, everything there were good for meat, it's like the animals, there was not, at least I've never felt that way in my spirit, a shedding of blood until man ate from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil.
Well, that's for later, but let's skip
That
right now.
just comes to me. I'm bringing it up.
I know it does, but let's not
Okay.
get ahead of ourselves.
I won't go too far into it. He knows I'm always doing this, but just bringing those issues up because it's food for thought. It's food for thought.
Going back to verse 31 of chapter 1, God saw everything that he had made, and behold, very good. Okay? Now, what I would like to also draw your attention to here is that there's nothing evil here.
Amen.
The animals are not to eat other animals.
Yep.
Mankind is merely to have dominion over them, but not eat them. So there's no shedding of blood here. Okay? This is an important aspect of the creative effort at the beginning. And then at the end he says, and God saw everything that he had made, and behold, very good. Nothing evil. Absolutely nothing evil.
Not yet.
Now, insofar as where we are at this point, we have to attempt to have an awareness of the good, very good creation. The four goods, the very good.